So ICF Guru has gone. Today will be Steve from Nadura and Angela that used to be with Nadura, but is getting some hands-on because she's going to be building a house. She's been out here the whole time. And of course, James and Mike will be back. So the order today is I'm going to have James and them kind of empty out the tarps. We just wanted to protect the ledges. I haven't walked all the way down there. I don't know if this will show it. Let's see. The pump's been keeping up fine, which is great news. We need to clean the job site up. We kind of took advantage of all the labor and just went wide open, just working instead of clean up. Get things a little neater. Those are going to be for the radius. We'll show, so some of the key things we're going to try and show today are how the radiuses are made, leveling this out and sealing it to the footing, running chalk lines, and going ahead and starting our storyboards and cutouts for doors and that kind of thing. Because the door goes there, 12-foot open door goes there, 12-foot open door goes there, nothing there. Then on that radius, it gets windows, and then over there in that wall gets a double window. All of the rest of the basement, none of it gets windows. So we're going to stack that pretty fast. Aaron is going to be back after the 16th, but before the end of the month. And that's when we're going to pour the lower pool and pour the basement. So it's going to be a big pour day. We're going to have lots of people that have poured before, so we have experienced help. And we're going to have various people with the company that will be training so that we'll all have some experience under our belts with that. I wanted to show y'all the difference because I felt like I just hadn't done a good job in showing the difference between the pool system and the house system. So I'm gonna do that real quick too. Different types of forms. These are the forms that we're using for the pool. These are the forms for the house. They fold up like this for easier shipping, so you're not just shipping air. We got everything for the house and the pool on 2.5 trucks. So what happens is you come in here and you just, I'm doing this one-handed. You just open it up and there you go. What'd that take? A second. And this one's already been cut. These come 8 feet long, 18 inches high, okay? So you've got 12 square feet of wall space that you're building with every block. Let's go to the pool deal. This is called a one-sided form, also 8 feet long. When it comes in, I don't know if I have any disassembled left right now. They're down here. So these webs are not in it. So it just comes, you would have seen in the other videos where Josh and I, mostly Josh, were putting these together. So you take this out of the box, then you have a box of webs, and you have a box of these connectors here. So you have to assemble those. So you put, they have a jig you can buy, which we've got. We just didn't have it day one. Would have been a little faster. We'll do it on the upper pool. But you set all those pieces and you assemble this, okay? Then you have the plywood pieces that have been treated for the concrete forming. These little nubs match up with these nubs. So you take those, and if you're using the jig, you have that in the, which is that metal jig there. And you see all those pieces that are laid out? That's that end I was just showing you. So you lay this on there, screw it all together, slide in the form. So it doesn't take too long, but it's bulky. Now it's got a piece of plywood on it. So it's a lot heavier than just the foam forms. Reason for this is after the concrete is poured in the walls, we will strip off all the wood forms and have a concrete finish that we can then, we're going to probably use eco finish, but then you can do whatever finish you want on your pool. We are using this, you know, Aaron came up with it. These are designed and made for commercial buildings for elevator shafts, because you wouldn't have foam on both sides, and the stairwells. So that's where they came to be. That's how they got designed. We're using them for a different purpose. Also, with this, you can do monopore on this, but we're setting this right on the footing, getting it lined up, blah, 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 building the walls. The pool, as some of y'all have noticed, we have a gap at the bottom. That's why the floor drain is not in yet. We can put it in right before pour. you set that height, you set those on the little mono legs from FabForm, and then you level out your system and you're stacking on top of that. They do not have a one-sided corner. That's why in the corners, you just get them best you can, and then we have those metal pieces that Aaron's having made that allow you to have a smooth corner, and we use the gates form like you would use on a, you know, a normal commercial concrete pour job to hold the corner in. And then you do your bracing on the outside, not the inside, because we're going to be pouring it all at once. So the truck will come, we'll pour it in the wall, concrete will come out the bottom a little bit because the first one will be poured pretty dry, plus it'll have accelerator in it. So that kind of plugs the bottom of the wall, and then you build it in lifts, just like we did the dam in lifts with clay. You're doing this with concrete. So you go around. It'll be kind of nice that we're pouring everything at the same time, because if we want this to set up a little longer before we add more to it, well, then we can just jump over to the walls, right? So we'll have some options, and vice versa. So you build that up, you get the wall done, and then you'll have, when we look down in, we're going to see concrete around the ring, and you'll just pour the concrete floor, finish it out to the top of the drains, blah, blah, blah. The reason for this is that now you don't have a seam anywhere. So there's less chance of it leaking. So it's one, as it sounds, mono pour. It's one complete shell formed up. If you watch us taking our time and it taking longer with this, you're right. This is comparable to coming out and you want to build a concrete pool and you're forming a bunch of rebar, you're digging out exact, you're forming up all your rebar, you got string line everywhere, and you're trying to get it right, and then you're gunite-ing it, okay? This, you're forming it up, and then you're going to pour. So not to be confused with how much faster we can do a house with it. The pool is definitely slower than stacking for a house. Just want to show you that so you could get, you know, a fair comparison and idea what's going on. I realized I didn't really close up go into detail about that stuff. So that's what's going on with that. Looks like we got more help.
Yeah, I had a contractor send me a bunch of plans this morning. I had to look.
I knew this one was going to be a problem right here.
This is the only spot. This one and that one right there might have dropped like. This isn't bad. This isn't bad at all.
Okay.
This is nothing. I've had 2-inch off ones.
Oh.
That's where it's a little more fun. Then you got.
Yeah, so we got to decide where the brick ledge starts, which is going to be right in here, about halfway on this one. So I'm going to put a corner on, and I'm going to do the next piece that's needed, and then I'm going to start brick ledge. We don't need any brick ledge on the radiuses because the type of material we're going to put there. So yeah, just want to go and get that out here. It's just a few pieces needed right here, and show you what that looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like. So it's just like the other form, but you have to put it together. So I'll go get some more of those black ties, just like the one-sided forms with the pool. So put the webbing in. The only difference is, as you see, it allows you a spot for concrete to come out here, so you'll be able to do your stirrups that tie into the rebar, and then have something that's going to support all your brick, which is why it's called a brick ledge. It's pretty cool. So let me go get those pieces and slide those in. All right, I'm gonna see if this will come out where you can see it. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Just line that up. Take your little stack of webbings, and you got that. See? Slide it in.
Find me how brick ledge.
See this? So you see those forms? See how wide those are?
Yeah.
Those forms stop there, right?
Yeah.
This one has this extra, so when you pour the concrete, there's a stirrup that goes in here. So the rebar's running through here,
Okay.
and it ties on to the rebar piece that goes in here.
Okay.
And then they pour solid concrete will be in here, and then this is sticking outside of the walls of the house, so the brick sits on top of that. Yep.
Alright, I got you now.
Yeah.
Alright. I was curious.
that's it. So Steve is going to show us how to do radiuses. I looked at the house and thought it wasn't difficult enough, so I added more. So we got 3. And yeah, so they're a little more work.
So these are custom cut radiuses on site. We've already cut the radius, the first radius for them to kind of show how to get this started. We're going to put one of these blocks with a piece of 3/8 or looks like 3/8 plywood we got here. They've already got kind of pre-bent a little bit. And we've already got our template marked on the ground here of what our curve is going to be. And we're going to go ahead and just place these about every foot or so. And just template them right off the line. Tack on them in place. Take our 8-foot piece, put it against here, screw it in place. What we'll do is we'll work from the one side and work all the way around. So we just need some regular screws. We don't want to use the Tefcons.
Okay, do you want to use the Nudura ones?
No, particularly.
Okay.
Not something flat so that we don't have it in the way.
Gotcha.
So Angela's screwing in the curves here. Keeping us on the green line all the way around. Oh, overdriving it there. Yeah, that's fine. All right, this one here.
Go hard or go home.
We got a little bit of a spot there, so we'll stick a shim behind that.
Huh.
I guess we didn't even. My pocket. All right.
Kind of get you a little closer there, and then we'll just butt another one up and keep on going around it. Next thing we're going to do is we've already got this pre-cut. Now we may need to make some relief cuts in this, but we're gonna find out really quick here.
Okay.
So we need the Nudura bit in there. We got the Nudura 2-inch screws. And we're going to work our way around and screw this thing and kind of suck it in as we go around.
And you have all the data for the cuts on your website for people that are doing this.
Push it in tight into there, we might get a crack. Let that relax. All right, I'm going to have you screw into the first one. I'm going to have you pull it tight to that one first.
Okay.
I need to come your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're tight on the back side of the phone.
Well.
Just because of this right
Oh, I
here,
see what you're saying.
Let me do this.
Interesting.
Okay. It's okay. Tight on that side of the phone. Go ahead and put one in there. Toward the top, as high as you can go. Yep. Oh, good. Good. Sometimes you'll have to cut to reach the back side if it's a radius. This is about as small of a radius you can do without cracking the foam.
Okay, so the one over there would probably be fine, but the one for the stairway may be.
It might be less of a. Yeah, it's possible we may have to do it over there. Okay.
Huh, look at that.
Make their way around. What we're going to do is we're going to glue each one of these together and then take a piece and put on the inside, just like we did on the outside there, a piece of that. Hold this all together.
So is this an area you would recommend extra bracing?
You don't have to brace a whole lot extra. You just want to make sure you're still putting, you're just strapping more.
Gotcha.
So that's more of the bracing that you're going to utilize, is the strapping method.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. So we'll strap that corner. That'll bring that, yep, that brings that in. All right, so we take a strap just like you saw us put at the footing, and it goes along the top edge, and then that secures the inside of the form. And then we're going to start the next one. And this is another view of it. So you see, you put down these blocks and you're just following along your radius. The stake in the middle has a pin at it, just like the foundation, all the little points, you know where your corners and everything are. Take a string line and a mark, and you measure it out, that whatever the radius is on your plans. In this case, it's 6'9" to the outside, and you just come around based off that circle and draw that on the ground first, so you know where to put those little blocks.
Concrete flooring, which I do have a question about radiant heating. Hey, Doug.
Time to work.
Hey, buddy.
The supervisor's here.
I don't know if I'd radiant heat down here.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it?
Every floor. Oh yeah. It gets in the 20s.
Hello.
Hello. What did you bring me?
Whole bunch of sandwiches.
Oh yeah, you gonna eat?
And I bought a whole bunch of chips from the house.
Nice. What's up, Mutt Mutt? I didn't say that. What's up, Dog Dog? Look, she's mad at me now.
Mutt Mutt.
She didn't like that.
Yeah.
Just call me that.
She is sensitive. Where are you going?
Oh my god, this looks awesome, guys.
Oh, that's right. You haven't been down here.
No, look at all this.
What do you think? It looks kind of like a house.
I know.
Look at this curve. You see the curve?
I know. I'm like so excited. It's nice.
It's starting to look like something.
I don't think the house is big enough. It looks small. Like this is our bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't the bedroom look small?
That's the bedroom and the bathroom, remember?
Oh my god, that looks so small.
Yeah, because that's where you look out. This is where the next floor. These are the windows, right, and the side. That's your little sitting area. And then the bed goes...
Actually, this is like the bedroom. I mean, this is the
basement. But it's the same upstairs. So the bed goes like here, and then there's a door, and then that's the bathroom area.
God, that's tiny.
It's huge.
I am fairly well now, I am strong, I am goodbye, I'm a long way from home. I am an orchard at the start of spring, I am a mockingbird I love to sing, and I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fly. I am an old road walking on my feet, I am laughing neath the weeping willow tree, I am a dog barking, a honeybee sting, I ain't no angel but I've got my wings, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fly. 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 I am moving, I am flesh and bones. I am a gunshot with a microphone. I'm a boy at the window as the summer sun sets. An old man in winter, nothing more.